Today, just before we start this Yoga Sutra, let us congratulate the mothers of the world. Today is the Mother's Day, and for that, let us chant the Pranam Mantra, let us pronounce the Pranam Mantra of Ma Sharadamani Devi. Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagat Gurum Pada Padme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. We know the story Mowgli. Have you seen that movie, Mowgli? It was a very famous movie for the children. As a human child, it grew up under the motherly care of a wolf. It may be a story, but even then, there are many instances are there that the beastly mothers, they are taking care of the human children. The mother dog taking care of an abandoned human child, it came in the Indian newspaper. When the human mother discarded the child, as a dog mother, she was protecting the child for 2-3 days. Then only afterwards people came to know about it. So this is the mother's heart. We know the mother bird protects the fowl, the chicks, under her wings. We know the fish mother, some of the fishes, they take their newborn babes inside their mouth to protect them. And the human mother, I will be just mentioning about one human mother. She holds the child on her hand when the child was attacked by the jackals, hungry jackals. And they were going on biting her feet. And for that she died afterwards, but constantly kept the child holding in her hand away from the attack of the jackals. And you will wonder, you know, all of you here, you know the name of the child, and he is Swami Turiyananda Ji Maharaj. Swami Turiyananda Ji, just when your left hand side, the first below photo, the bare body, he was a great yogi. This Turiyananda Ji's mother, the Turiyananda Ji, when he was a little babe, he was attacked with the jackals, and the mother couldn't find any other way but to hold the child away from the jackals, and the hungry jackals, they went on biting the mother. Afterwards she died, but saved the child. That is Swami Turiyananda Ji, and that is the reason Sargadapi Gariyashi. We consider the mother higher than the heaven. At the feet of the mother, the blessings of the mother, a smile of the mother, that is great. That's only we remember mother once in a year? No, that should not be. Of course, socio-economical condition is such, even if we need, even if we wish, we cannot do it. Because of the socio-economical condition, we have to go out in faraway places for the work, for the job. But at least we can have the respect for the mother. That should be there. Sargadapi Gariyashi. And we find that the word mother contains all the best qualities, divine qualities the human mind could conceive. And we find that even the Lord Buddha, Shankara, Chaitanya, Jesus, Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, all the great spiritual personalities, they are the great renouncers, sannyasins, but even they never forgot their mother. Swami Vivekananda wrote a very touchy letter to one of his disciples, begging only 15 rupees for the support of his mother when he was a very famous Swami Vivekananda. So this is a Mother's Day. I drew this. This is a card. I just in the morning I was thinking how to. So that mothers are more beautiful than I could draw. But anyway, but that is the way I was expressing my gratitude to the mothers. And friends, now today we will be discussing about Pranava Dhanu Sharo Atma Brahma Talaksha Muchyate. In the Upanishad, it gives bow and arrow. That was the main thing in those days. So they are utilizing that to make people understand how to meditate, how to Pranava Omkara is the Dhanu. Last time we discussed why it is Pranava, why it is Omkara. It is the Dhanu, it is the bow. Sharo, this Jivatma, the soul that is within us, that is the arrow. And what is our goal? What is our target? Where we have to shoot? Brahma. Brahma tat laksham uchyate. Brahma tat laksham uchyate. It is said that Brahman is the target. So that is the way we have to utilize the Pranava. And we have found that the Pranava, the Omkara, Tasya Vachaka, in the aphorism, it says that Tasya Vachaka Pranava. In the 27th aphorism of the Patanjali Yoga Darshan, it's mentioning that this Omkara is the only way by holding which or following which, meditating on which, repeating that Omkara, you can realize God. And it's not telling the God, you can have that Samadhi. The Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Savikalpa Samadhi you can have by repeating the Omkara. That is the only way. And Bachya and Bachaka. Bachya means the object, and Bachaka is the word explaining or expressing that object. Now the God cannot be explained. It's because the moment you can explain it, it becomes finite. We know it. The moment you can explain it through words, it becomes finite. The moment it becomes finite, it is supposed to be destroyed. So obviously, the Tasya Vachaka Pranava, that is Pranava, is the object is our God or Brahman. Pranava we are using. Taittiriya Upanishad, Mundaka, Katho, Prasna, all these Upanishads, the great, the words of the Rishis, the realization of the Rishis, the truths that they are telling about this Pranava. Swami Vivekananda is telling, thought may be the same, yet the language may be different. In every language, we find something which is helping us, guiding us to concentrate, to realize God, etc. So this is what Swamiji said, thought is the same, language may be different. Here we, the Hindus, we say Omkara, Pranava. Some of the people, they don't like to pronounce the Pranava thinking that this is a symbol of Hinduism. So the narrow-minded people, it is almost there. It doesn't matter. The thing is, if I think that I am not going to take the medicine that has been discovered by American scientists, I am going to die. This is not the thing. The thing is, question is, who has discovered it, it doesn't matter whether it can be helpful. That if it helps, then why not take that support? It helps. So that is why Swamiji is telling there must be natural connection between the symbol and the thing signified. The connection will be such, the symbol and the thing signified, then only it will be possible. Sometimes the code language, the army, military, they use the code language. They will be writing something, meaning something. Some of the people they will be telling in a code language that we know is difficult to understand. They are telling something but meaning something. So they know it. Ordinary people cannot. That won't be the symbol of God. Cannot be. So whatever the word or the symbol that we are utilizing, using, that should have a connection, simple connection with the God. The symbol over here, you see the different type of religious symbols. The Hindu symbol is the Omkara, and the Buddha is the chakra. The Buddhist symbol is the chakra, Dharma chakra. If you are not practicing good works, meritorious deeds, then you are going to suffer. That is the chakra, it goes on, Dharma chakra it says. Then the Christianity cross, immediately it reminds us the sacrifice. That the Son of God, He sacrificed His life for us. So that sacrifice, the great sacrifice, that reminds us. And similarly all others, that's the symbol. The moment you see the symbol, immediately you understand that. Some of the countries, almost all countries are having that flag, symbol. And in that symbol they are mentioning something else. American symbol mentioning the history of America. Indian flag mentioning the philosophy of India. It's not the history. Because Indian psychology, Indian mind, it works only on philosophy. Our problem at present day, because we are confused. Shall we follow these symbols? Because most of them, almost all of them, they are coming from Hindu, they call Hindu background. So some of the people in the name of secularism, they don't like to do that, then confusion comes. But the philosophy is the philosophy, it's for everyone. As I was telling about the medicine, it cures everyone. The American medicine may cure the staunch enemy, the communist somewhere. American medicine can cure that patient also. It doesn't work in that way. Philosophy is like that. Philosophy is helping each and every one. And that philosophy comes through the symbol. And that symbol here, Pranava, Omkara. And if you are going on repeating the Omkara, what happens? Tad japa, tad artha bhavanam. Tad japa, tad artha bhavana. Why one should take initiation? This is the answer. Unless and until you are taking the initiation from a guru, you don't get that name. And suppose you just go on repeating a name, that won't help because you do not know the meaning of it. Moreover, the power, that is the spiritual power, mystical power, through that word, it goes to that. So this is the reason Guru, the preceptor, the spiritual teacher is necessary. And at the same time, the name of God that the Guru is giving to you, you have to hold to that, constantly going on repeating. Tat japa. Japa means repetition. Tad means that holy word. Here it is Omkara. This is the 28th aphorism of the Patanjali. Tad japa, tad artha bhavana. This is important. Artha means the meaning. Bhavana, you have to go on thinking. And suppose you know someone by the name John. There are so many Johns are there. But when you are thinking John, what will happen? You know that person. His image will come in your mind. So similarly, if the person is a good person, along with the image, qualities will also come. So when you are going on thinking about the good qualities, you imbibe good qualities. There's sometimes we remember the great people. Why? Because the great work that they have done, that comes to our mind and helps us. Now, this way, I have seen one Swami. He was so quiet in different situations. He was constantly quiet. That inspires me. The moment I feel agitated, that face, that act, his qualities helps me. So that is the way, tad japa tad artha bhavanam. So this is the great word. Why one should take initiation? Some of the people, they say, suppose I am not initiated, what is there? I know the God's name, I will go on repeating. What's the problem? No problem at all. One can do that. If it is possible, one can have that. But very rare disciples. The one disciple was there, he wanted to learn archery from a famous teacher, but the teacher told, no, I cannot teach you. He went back inside the jungle, started practicing, keeping the image of the teacher, constantly thinking that the teacher is looking at him. Under his guidance, I am practicing. And he became great archer. So that it happens, one can do that. But again, you have to take at least the image of some teacher. There's some guide is necessary. So that is why Guru Karan, in Sanskrit they say, you have to have a preceptor, a teacher, and that teacher should have that capacity. Otherwise, you cannot. Andhaneva niyamana yatandha. In Upanishad they say, a blind person leading another blind person, what will happen? Both of them, they may fall in the ditch. So that way it always happens. One drunkard person, very drunkard, he was coming. And he was very much conscious that he should not go to the pond. That there was a pond by the side of the road. He was all the time thinking that I am not going to the pond. I must go straight. But as because he was going on thinking about the pond, slowly he turned to the pond, and when he reached over there, fell in the pond, and he said, this happened. And I told not to keep the pond on my road, somebody has dug the pond over here. I was following the road, but someone has brought the pond over here. Nobody brought the pond. It is our own deeds. As because we do not understand where we are going, the Guru knows. So that is the reason I think I am intoxicated. I think whatever I am doing, it is correct. Whatever I am reading the Shastras, I know good Sanskrit, I can understand all the scripture. I know Hebrew, I know some other languages of the scriptures, I can read, I can understand. You can. So many philosophers are there, teachers are there. They can do that. Thousands every day studying scriptures in all universities. They are reading the scriptures only. But you have to understand that from someone who has experienced it. Today, myself and Varadananda ji, both of us, we had to study how to prepare that oat. The first you have to boil the water, then you have to put the oat, or boil water and oat together, and how much time we have to boil, or shall we mix the... Then when we are all almost doing like that, then Anjali came and she told, okay, we will do it. So experience is necessary. If you don't have the experience, only theory cannot help. So that is why Guru is necessary, because he is experience. Tirna Sayam Hima Bhavarnaba. He has already crossed this ocean of Maya, ocean of the illusion, already crossed, then only he can guide. Those who are already there inside, swimming somehow, trying to save the life, how they can help others? They can say, go on repeating as I am doing, that much, but they cannot help. So this is the tad japa tad artha bhavanam, means you have to understand this. Why? And Vivekananda says, the theory of samskara. Why should we have to go on repeating the name of God? Any problem, always our only one suggestion. Anyone coming with any different type of problems, we say only one suggestion is there. Mahaushadha, and as they call it in Sanskrit. What is that Mahaushadha? The greatest medicine, highest medicine, repeat the name of God. You are afraid, you are tormented, you are having the problem, repeat the name of God. Why? Because the theory of samskara, Swami Vivekananda used this word, theory of samskara. What is the samskara? Impressions. And if you go on repeating good names, good thoughts, nothing can touch your mind. If the bad thoughts cannot touch your mind, then what happens? Sometimes we make mistake. Then again you go and say, I'm sorry. The mistake is natural, common. Swami Vivekananda is telling, I bless my mistakes. Because of them, because of the mistakes, I have reached up to this. So many times we have made the mistakes. And now slowly, slowly we get the education through mistakes, through experience. And then we say, I am not going to do this, I am not going to do this. So this way, slowly, slowly we have to go on. Temptations are always there. All the time, many things are tempting you to react. A few days back, I was observing the Jesus, not temptation, was that? It's a very famous movie. And there, the Jesus were constantly tempted by the Shaitan. And if you are coming to me, you will be very happy. When they were torturing and they're flogging, then he was repeating, I am the Son of God. Then the Shaitan was carrying a child, son of Shaitan. He is very happy. And that Shaitan's child turned the face, smiled at Jesus. If you come to my Father, then all this torture won't be there. Jesus turned his face even at that moment. So constantly they will be learning us and they are attracting us. But we have to go on saving us. How? By repeating the name of God. Tad japa, tad artha bhavanam. That is the main idea. Swami Vivekananda is telling the molecular vibration never ceases. When we are going on repeating, the impression leaves in our mind and it latent. When it will be there, then afterwards, the moment the stimulates, situation comes, immediately it will come on us. That's called subconscious mind. If you go on listening good words, we forget it. We cannot repeat it. We cannot remember it. Oh, you told something good, but I can't remember it. It doesn't matter at all. That's why they will be going on reading very good books, holy books, before the pregnant mothers. While when she is going on thinking the good words, they won't allow in our country. I don't know how it is. But previously they will never allow the ladies, pregnant ladies, to watch the bad things or any such way. They will be going on repeating the name of God, taking them to the temples or reading out the holy books. Why? Because now the thought is becoming only about God and holy thing. And the going on prayer, prayer, prayer. And through prayer, when the child is born, Swami Vivekananda is telling, the child born through prayer is an Aryans. Is an Aryan. Aryan means with all good qualities. That's called Shankara. Yesterday I went over there. I was remembering the life of Shankara. His father, his mother, they were going on praying to Lord Shiva. And that is why the Shankara. We know the life of Swami Vivekananda. So like this, the going on repeating the good words, it gives the impression in the mind. Bad also similar way. So suppose you have almost forgotten all these things, away from all that. But the moment there will be a situation, immediately that will come. Particularly those who are smokers. They have given up the smoking, But suddenly some people all around, the person is smoking and the cigarette is also available, somebody will also offer, then immediately that idea, okay, that will come. So it never dies, bad or good, all are there, latent, constantly sitting and ready to jump. The more the good impressions within our mind, it comes all good. And then the next generation also become good. That's why a marriage, that institution is held as a very, very respected institution. Nowadays, in the name of modernity, we are going back to the jungle days. No problem, again we will come back. But again we will have to go on repeating those mistakes and then come back. But the thing is, why this marriage system came? Because the father and the mother. Why at the time of marriage only one man and a woman coming, all the people in the society, they are coming together. Why they are giving them all these ideas? Because they are not only two, they are creating the human society. And in the human society, the children with good attitudes, good impressions, they will make the human society good. Or otherwise, all bad things we see all around. And who will suffer? We will suffer. So this is, we think that, oh, I am not going to suffer. I am happy over here. You cannot. So that is the way. The First World War, the Second World War, we don't learn things. Only one person, egoistic person, created so much a problem for the millions and millions of people. And for the Third World War, we are all conscious it should not be repeated. Why? Because of this. The afflictions for whom? The leaders, sometimes they will be arrested and hanged and all. But to ordinary people, in thousands and millions, they will be suffering. Regularly they will be suffering. So this is the reason they go on repeating good words, each and every one going on repeating. Early morning get up, then look at the sun and offer a pranam to the sun, because of the sun everything is surviving. So say thanks to the sun. And then start your day, and there you repeat the holy name that you have got. Remember your ancestors, particularly your father and mother. Why all this teaching? Why all these teachings? The moment you get up, immediately put on the TV and there is a game is going on, as I am watching with that, and then a cup of coffee and the smoking and I watching, good life. But not a human life. Why? Because the good thought is not there. Normal life, but not a human life. Good thought is necessary. That's why in the beginning you have to start with that. Early morning you have to start with that. And what happens the moment in the early morning you are thinking? Then impressions will come. Whole day it will help you. So that is why it say, Swamiji is telling, mantra initiation is very important. Shanamiha sajjana sangati rekha. He is repeating, he is quoting one sloka. Even for a second, if you are in company of a holy person, some of the words may inspire you, and that will help you afterwards. I think I told you this thing. One of our Swami, he is here in America, but I won't tell the name. When he joined, he was a professor of mathematics in a very famous university. He joined as a student. Brahmachari. And the brahmachari means novice. You have to do ordinary things like sweeping, cleaning the bathroom, and helping the senior swamis, all this. When that work was given to him, he started thinking, oh, they don't know. I was a professor. I used to teach mathematics. And they are asking me to sweep this floor. And the Swami, in-charge Swami told, you have to sweep this, the passage. Only the monks, they stay over there, in the morning they go out. So you have to clean this passage twice a day. That was his job, nothing. And he was so much angry. No, I don't. I will go back. He was thinking. And naturally, 90% of his mind was ready to accept the brahmacharya and the sannyas life. 10% was rebelling. Now in that, suddenly one story came in his mind that he heard from a very senior monk. And he was narrating about an incident that happened to a monk who used to live in the Uttarkashi, in the very remote place inside the Himalaya. And there was a small temple. That Swami, he used to live by the side of that road that is going to the temple. He was a devotee to the Shiva temple, Shiva. Every morning he used to get up early morning to clean that road because the devotees are coming. They should not get any trouble when they are reaching to my God. The people are coming to my God. So as maximum comfort I can give, I should give. Nobody asked him to do. He alone he was doing. And that was his service to God. He used to think that God will be pleased if I am serving the devotees. He never saw the faces of the devotees. All the time he used to sit facing the back to the road all through the day. And people started considering him as a great soul, and they started respecting him and all this. That he heard from one Swami, and this came in his mind, surfaced. It was latent in his subconscious mind. Now when the problem came, this story came, helped him. If that Swami can do for the people unknown to him, why can't I do for the Swamis who are so venerable, respected? I must do it. And not only sweeping, he started also wiping that floor and also the staircase as maximum as possible. Why? Inspiration. So the good words help us in this way. The Shanamiha Sajjana Sangati Reka. One moment of company with the holy makes us our ship to cross the ocean of life. Sri Ramakrishna said, Nama and Nami Aveda. They are not different. Name and the person that having that name, they are the same. So naturally, the moment I am repeating that name, all the qualities of that person is also coming. How Sri Ramakrishna is to worship, how Sri Ramakrishna is to pray, how Sri Ramakrishna is to talk with the people, and different type of people are used to visit him, and he handled them properly. Why we can't do? Why we are agitated? Why we can't talk with the people? Different type of people are there. All cannot be same. So that is the teaching comes through his repeated. When you are repeating the name of Sri Ramakrishna, you are getting the qualities of Sri Ramakrishna. And what is the qualities of Sri Ramakrishna? Qualities of God. What is the qualities of God? Shama, Satya, Daya, Tyaga. The first and foremost is forgiveness. Someone is insulting, it doesn't matter at all. He cannot insult me. He is an ignorant person. That's why he is behaving like that. Shama, constantly love within, so behaving like that. When I was sitting in that airport, and some of the Americans, they were coming very heavy. They came and they were telling, hey, we appreciate your cap. I told, you don't appreciate me, only my cap. Then they told like this, that I just joked. Immediately one police personnel came, he was somewhere. He came and he told, and now this is beautiful looking caps. Okay, so these people, they were not actually insulting me, they were appreciating me. I joked like that. So just simple cap, so they have not seen it, it's a new way. I use it this way, some people will do another way. This is only a cloth, nothing else. So this is the way people they talk, and immediately the police thought if anything happened. Then he was thinking this is a very important, the cap is very important for me. In some religious things, I believe they never remove the cap before others. So it is not like that. just covering the head. So this way, when some people are behaving, it's not they're insulting. Sometimes we do not understand and we feel insulted. Someone told something, immediately we should not react, because maybe there is something, some meaning is there. When Sri Ramakrishna met Keshav Chandra Sen, he said, "Oh Keshav, your tail has dropped." Look at it. A person, so respected person, before everyone and before his disciples, Sri Ramakrishna, that was the first meeting. He said, "Oh Keshav, your tail has fallen. Tomar leg khusheche." And naturally, all other people, they were angry and they were thinking, then Keshav told, "No, when he is telling means there is a meaning. Let us know the meaning of it." Then he explained. So this is the way, sometimes some people are telling something, we should not react immediately. Behaving some way, we should not react. How can we do that? One lady was asking, all other way I am good, only one thing I cannot control, that is my anger. How can I control the anger? I told it doesn't matter if you are breaking some of the glasses and cups and saucers, because the business will, otherwise if you don't break, how the business will go? So let the people who are selling the cups and saucers, their business will be good. I was just joking. Then I told, repeat the name of God. If you repeat the name of God, the anger cannot touch your mind. Anything is coming, you know that something is going to happen to my mind, go on repeating the name of God. Take your mind to God, you forget it. And when you come back, there is nothing, no problem. Problem has been solved. So that way it helps. Tad japa, tad artha bhavanam, tata pratyak chetana adhigama antaraya abhavascha. Antaraya. There is something is there which always put our mind in difficulty so that we cannot meditate. Antaraya. So this antaraya means the repetition of the holy name, and we get the introspection. And at the same time, destruction of the obstacles. Two things happen when you are going on repeating the name of God, when you are driving, when you are simply sitting. If you are just going on repeating the name of God, it helps. You are not using the telephone, so police cannot say anything. You are only repeating the name of God. But at the time of driving and repeating the name of God, don't try to meditate. So that will create problem. So only repeating the name of God means other thoughts are away. That is called, that way introspection comes. Concentration, introspection. And through that introspection, destruction of the obstacles. That is why Swami Vivekananda is telling we must go on repeating the name of God. And he is also advising us, avoid the evil company. The people, they will be going to the clubs and society and these and that, other people are also there constantly talking about others, criticizing others, something you have to say. So that is the reason they will be going on talking. That is the topic. There is nothing wrong. But the thing is, impression comes on the mind. So that is the way he is telling that you should not. The first manifestation of the repetition and thinking of Om is the introspective power. As we are going on repeating the name, introspective power is coming. And this is very important in the spiritual life. And what are the problems? Then in the 30th aphorism, the Patanjali, the Rishi, says, Badhi, Sthana, Samshaya, Pramada, Alasya, Abhiruti, Bhranti Darshan, Alabdha Bhumikatva, Anavasthitvani. These are the problems. Disease, mental laziness, doubt, lack of enthusiasm, lethargy, clinging to sense enjoyments, false perception, not attaining concentration, and falling away from the state when obtained. We will discuss in the next day. But the very first thing is Badhi. When you are trying to meditate, what is the problem? Sharirik Badhi. Vyadhi means diseases, problems. Some people cannot sit squatting because some problem. Some are having some other problem, backache and all this. And that is the reason the rishis, they developed two types of yoga. Spiritual yoga, physical yoga. Today, after 4 or 5 minutes, we will go down to inaugurate the physical yoga. This is very important. How to sit, how to breathe, how to hold the breath, and how to let out the breathing. So, nishasha prashasha, when you are inhaling, when you are exhaling, very important. When you run, what happens? Repetitions of the breathing. And that means we are excited. That moment you cannot concentrate. And when you are sitting quiet or sleeping, it becomes very slow down. That is the time you can concentrate. And the flowing of the air through both the nostrils helps you to meditate. Because the yogis, they found, these are all science. They found that when both the nostrils, the air is coming out equally, that is the position, that is the time mind is tranquil. If you meditate, it's good time. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to say, the Sandhya, not only Sri Ramakrishna, all the great teachers are telling, at the time of Sandhya, Sandhya means when the evening is approaching, day is going away, that particular juncture of time, whole atmosphere becomes quiet, automatically. So that is the time if we can utilize. Most of us cannot because of the work situation. And the morning, when the sun is rising and night is going away, that is the time. So the Vyadhi means the physical problem must have to solve, otherwise it is difficulty. Meditation doesn't mean, the spiritual meditation means what? Only one word. Concentrate your mind on your ideology, whatever may be the ideology. Maybe God or goddess or a mantra or anything. That's all. But before that, the preparation for that is very much necessary. So that's why the children's yoga is there, for the young people yoga is there, and the elderly people, middle-aged people, yoga is there, and the last grade we have kept for meditation. And this meditation is a preparation for spiritual meditation. So when you are ready with that, you know how to control the breathing. I was teaching there. I told the 11th time you have to take the breath in, 32 times you have to hold, and again 16 times you have to breathe out. I found they can take only 3 times and the whole breathing is in. Now, when I am counting 16, they have already taken in and out for another 16 times. So I told, okay, this is the theory, only you practice, that will do. So this is the practice we have to do, how to take the breathing very slowly, feeling our heart. Then it's called kumbhaka, very important. Some of the monks, they can go down below the water even for 5 minutes. They'll be going and sitting like that. I also did that, but with the help of the snorkel. You know, when you go down in the Andaman, you can go to the different type of places are there. Snorkels are available. So I put a snorkel, went down a little, so I could breathe. And then I took there was a very big stone. I kept the stone on my lap so that my body do not float. And I was nicely trying to meditate. Then suddenly I was not meditating on the fish god, but a huge fish came. And it was going on touching and it was good that it didn't bite. It was only touching. I thought, what is it? Then I opened my eyes and almost tried to throw that stone to that fish and came jumping out. So the trying to meditate even under the water also problem. There are also some things that they are disturbing, but the disturbance comes not from outside, it comes from inside. What is that? Vyadhi, fast. And all others we will explain next day. Thank you very much. Now we will just repeat this one. aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo vibhutvacha sarvatra sarvendriyanam navasangatam naiva muktirnameya chidananda rupa shivoham 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 shivoham. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. That's it. Devotees, friends, I will request you to come down over there in the Shivananda Hall, and today officially the inauguration of the yoga classes will be there, and I think some of the students, they have come, and the instructors are also there. They will be explaining you what the things that they are going to do. So let us please go over there, all of you. Now it is another 10 minutes in our hand. We'll do from 12 to 12:30. They will practice their yoga. We will have only 10 minutes over there. Please come.